Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about we always talk about light workers, we talk about guides, we talk about gurus. At the same time we talk about awakening, and we want to move to the path of awakening. So what is it that you need to know? What is it that's most important, and what is it where is the blockage that doesn't let you awaken or grow? And what is the role of light workers, gurus and guides, and do you really need one? And how to decide. So that's what I'm going to share in today's video with you. Before we begin, I'm going to take out a card for viewers. So message for viewers, and I have two cards. Okay, so wow, beautiful. So first card is mystery, and then second card is abundance. Now this is so when I took out cards for Hindi messages from the Green Witch Tarot, the card that came were death, and the second card was King of Pentacles. If I put those cards into this mermaid cards, I would say these are the exact same cards, because mystery is death. Mystery is somewhere things you don't know about, where things that are changing, things that are moving, things that are that you are unaware of, things that you are trying to solve. That's mystery of life. And from mystery of life, from understanding the mystery of life, comes abundance. So the cards are very clear that whatever form, whatever situation that you are into, you need to understand the mystery. You need to know that slowly and gradually it will be sorted. You need to know that slowly and gradually, if you have faith and if you look at things with clear eyes, because if you see, she's trying to she's opened her eyes very, very widely, and she's trying to look at things very clearly. And when you actually give that clear look, when you are able to see the things clearly, when you are able to move, when you turn around, because the way her hair are, she was actually looking at the other side, and she's just suddenly turned around. And when you actually turn around, you are able to see the mystery, the reality, and you are able to solve the mystery. And once you solve the mystery, there is abundance. So whatever is happening, whatever situation that you are into right now in your life, know that whatever mystery is around it, whatever confusion is around it, that's going to be sorted. And very soon there is abundance that's coming across. So very soon there is some kind of a treasure that you're going to find, whether it is relationship, career, any other question in your mind. Okay, so let's just first of all, I've already made a video on light workers, guides and angels and everything, what they are, what they do, and you know, how some are not really. How do you identify that if light worker is a actual light worker or a guide is an actual guide or not? So I will put the link in the description box here. You can watch that after this video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about, first of all, I'm going to talk about what happens. Why do you try to find the light worker or the guide or the guru, and how they come into your life? Now there are two types of people. One who are majorly into their own day-to-day things, right? So for them, these are new souls. They don't think about awakening, and they don't think about light workers, and they don't think about soul and all of that. So they are busy in their whatever day-to-day things. There are second set of people who are actually on the path of awakening. So they are old souls. They want to find answers. They want to kind of see things more clearly. Now these second set of souls, they try to find the truth, and on this journey of truth, they find helpful souls or people, at times helpful, at times not so helpful, but souls or people in forms of light workers, in forms of gurus, in forms of guides, in the physical form. Now the problem that happens, there's a twofold problem with this whole situation, where your blockage is where your growth or awakening is gets blocked. What happens is, when you find a light worker, when you find a guru or a guide, or any person that helps you kind of sort your issues or counsel you and all of that, immediately, because we humans are very high on emotions, we put that person in a very high pedestal. So we put that person like at a very high place, and say like, this person is like close to God, or this person is like God, or this person is God for me, because this person is solving my life or sorting my life. The problem with that pedestal, what happens is, one, you create a very huge dependency on that person, and for everything you look towards that person to give you solutions or to give you help. Second, when you put that person there, you attach a very strong emotion to that person, and till the time that person is doing things or saying things that kind of match your mindset or match how you're moving ahead, you will be totally in love, madly in love with that person, or love in a very positive sense, like love, not like a boyfriend girlfriend love, like very pure, like guardian type love with that person. And then one day, if the person says, or if that guru or guide or light worker says something that doesn't match with your thinking, you will start having that anger or hatred or negative feeling about that person. Now these are the feelings which are very, very negative. They don't let you grow, they don't let you move forward. Love or anger or anything which is like a more than a particular threshold is actually not a positive thing, not a positive feeling. And that is why when you put that person there, your growth actually becomes the opposite, like you go opposite to the growth. Now another thing is that whether it is a light worker, whether it is a guide or a guru, if somebody is into a physical form in this world, like if somebody is in a physical form, that person definitely is not God, like source. So that person is not the source. If the person is in the physical form, that person is basically here because that person also has a lesson. So it's a twofold thing. That person is helping you learn, and that person has his or her own lesson, no matter how higher in the learnings that person is, but there's still a lesson, because the moment the lesson is over, the soul will leave the body, because you can be a guide or a guru in the soul form as well. You don't have to be in a physical form. If you are coming in a physical form here, it's not only to teach but to learn also. I can give you an example for that. So if we talk about, if we take an example, it can be like students. So you are into school, and then you're into college, and then you are into doing PhD or further studies, or further studies from there. What happens is, when you are going up to the levels of studies, you will start teaching the kids who are lower to your level, right? So if somebody is in a college, the person might be taking tuitions for small children. Somebody is into PhD, almost finishing the PhD, might be a lecturer, might be teaching the grown-ups. So that's the level of these guys. So anybody who's a light worker, who's a guide, who's a guru, that person is there learning and teaching, doing both the things, but doesn't mean that that person knows everything about everything. And that's the mistake that we make, because we think that this person is like God, he knows or she knows everything about everything. Now this is like, for example, when I tell you guys to send me questions, you guys send me questions, and then I definitely reply to them, but some questions I reply faster, some questions I reply not so fast, and to some questions I say that I don't know, I'm waiting for my answers, because I don't know everything. I'm not completely awakened. I'm also on my journey, because the moment I am completely awakened, I will leave my body. I will not be here. My soul will not be here. So if I'm here, means that I'm learning, and if I get some questions for which I don't have the downloads yet, then I just tell my guides or gurus who are into soul forms to just give me that download, and through a thought in my mind, or through some words in my ears, I get answers, and then I share those answers or the videos with you guys. So that's how I do my work, and that's how a lot of light workers or gurus or guides, they do their work. Now if you actually put them into the form of God, then the emotions and everything is very high, and it can go into both the directions, and that's one blockage that you might have, that will get in your growth, in your awakening. Second, what happens is that you create a dependency on that person. So whether that person is a guide or a guru or a light worker, whoever it is, the person has counseled you once or twice, and then you look towards that person for all the answers. Like people who get readings done from me, my clients, they would know this already, that I don't like creating dependency. And whenever my client asks that when do we connect next, I tell them that whenever there is something that you are not able to solve, and whenever there is a doubt that you have that you're not able to solve based upon the reading or the guidance that I've given you, then you can connect again. So I don't create like a cycle that they need to connect with me compulsorily after every month, no, I don't like that. Because for me, my purpose is not creating a dependency. My purpose is help you awaken, help you move forward in life. And that is how usually the light workers, guides or gurus will work. They will not create a dependency. They would want you to move. Now I can give you an example for this. For example, say if you are into a school and you have a tutor or a friend who's like in a higher class, and every day whatever homework you have, you go to that person and that person does your homework, gives it to you, you will learn nothing. There will be nothing that you will learn. There will be no knowledge that you will gain. And that's why, though you will love that person at that time, that he gives me or she gives me all the answers, long run you will curse that person, because of that dependency, creation of that dependency, you couldn't learn. And that's how, even if there is a guide or a guru or a light worker who's creating a dependency for you, that's not the right person to go to, because then you are not learning anything. So you're not awakening, you're definitely not going on your soul growth. So this I said in the Hindi video also, that if for example in between I was not able to make videos, so I did say that when you don't get my videos, spend that 10, 15, 20 minutes that you watch, that you spend in watching my videos into meditations. Because if tomorrow I'm not making videos anymore, if tomorrow I'm not doing this, then what would you do? Like, where would you find your answers? And I don't want you to be thinking that when the video will come and I want my answers from this video only. You will get your answers from the universe, and that doesn't mean I'm stopping the channel. I will maybe making the videos regularly like I do, and probably more regularly, but still, just to let you know, guys. Now another thing is that, does that mean that we don't ask questions? Does that mean that we don't connect with light workers, guides and gurus? No, absolutely not. You absolutely connect with them, because their work, if you have to get a reading done from me, if you have a confusion, my purpose is to help you. That's why I've taken this body along with my learning. My own learning is one of my purposes, and the second is to help you guys. So that's why I've taken this body. So if I'm not fulfilling one of it, I'm not living my journey properly, I'm not fulfilling my purpose. So yes, all the light workers, guides and gurus are there to help you. Now when you need their help, what you need to do is, whatever problem that you are into, whatever situation that you are into, think about what could be the potential solution to it. So if you see a dream, if you are into a problem, if you are into a situation, first of all, think by yourself that what could be the reason, what could be the meaning, what could be the thing, and then connect with your light worker or the guide or the guru and tell that person that, okay, this is what I think that this has happened, or this is what I think that this means, and now can you guide me further? That will be a perfect thing to do, because you are actually applying your own wisdom, your knowledge, your inner self to kind of push you forward, to help you move forward, and then you are taking the help of a guide or a light worker or a guru. Now that's where the perfect balance will be there. Another thing which is very important, do you really need a guide or a guru or a light worker in your life? Now the answer is ideally no. I will tell you why. Because a lot of us want to find a guru, because that's how it has been, right? Guru Dakshina, Bin Guru, Gyan Adhura. You don't learn without having a guide or a guru or a teacher. So we know these things, and we've been taught these things in our life. Now that doesn't mean that we can learn everything without them. Absolutely, we need them, but do you need it for awakening? Now I will tell you, with my personal experience, I went mad looking for a guru. Okay, I wanted to get a guru and get answers to my questions as to what is awakening, why certain things happen, how souls work, and I had these questions in my mind always, and I wanted answers for them, and I was going mad looking for somebody to do that. Now that doesn't mean that I didn't have any guru in my life. I have learned Reiki. I am a Reiki master. I've learned Reiki, and there are two people I've learned Reiki from, and I really respect them. I'm really thankful to them. And the first one I'm really thankful to, because the way he taught me Reiki was very different than it was not rigid, not like a proper things, like there were no conditions to it and attached to it, and he never created a dependency. So I'm really thankful to that person. But for general understanding of life, I was looking for a guru and a guide and was going mad. And after a lot of experiences, after a lot of issues, problems, situations, I realized that I don't have to look for a guide in a physical form. So when I understood that and I started connecting by my inner self, my higher self, that's when I started getting my answers. And now I get my answers, whether it is like like somebody is whispering in my ears, or whether it is like a thought in my head, or whether it is a dream. I get my answers. I always get my answers, and I don't have to really look towards a person in like a physical form to get my answers. So this means that you can have your gurus and guides in the physical form or the non-physical form. So you don't have to run behind finding one in the physical form. And again, I'm going to kind of really put a lot of pressure on saying this, that you need to know whether somebody is creating a dependency or a cycle, because then that person is not the right one. And second, non-physical form guides and angels are also there, so you don't have to have one in the physical form only. And third, and the most important, you have to use your inner knowledge. You're connecting with your higher self, connecting with your wisdom, connecting with your inner truth, your soul guides and everything, to actually awaken. So awakening is not the process which somebody else can induce into your life. It's a process where you go through it by yourself, and yes, you get help from people. So you get help from people who are learning and who are teaching. So you get help from them. So if somebody tells you I'm God, not true, because if the person is God, if the God is in between all of us, right? So we are all part of source, but we are not the source. So if somebody is saying I'm God, that is clearly indicating that that person knows nothing and is not following the purpose. Because if you are into a physical body, it is always twofold. It's your journey, your learning, and it's your purpose. So it's basically and teaching others. So your learning and your purpose of teaching others or helping others, that's why you take a physical form. Otherwise you can be a guide in the non-physical form. So you don't, if you don't have your own learning attached to it, so then you can be a guide in a non-physical form. So I hope this helps you, and if it does, do leave a comment, do leave your feedback, do leave your questions. I will try to find answers for them. And do also think and think about what is the meaning of, or go deeper into what are the mysteries and what do you understand, how do you understand them, and you will start finding your answers. So thank you very much. And I'll take out a card for you guys, and if you like the video, please share it with other people so that it kind of reaches a lot of other people. See, for me, it's not about how many subscribers, it's not about how much money, it's not about how many videos, it's about how many people it reaches and how many people get onto the right path and the right journey. That's what it is. But yes, because I invest my time into it, and we all have a physical life to take care of, that's why the money part, or the whatever the ad parts come into it. But I always try that not to put an ad in between the videos. I put the ad in the beginning and the end, but never in the between the videos, because that kind of breaks the concentration and the flow. And even if I get like a 1 rupee extra with that will not serve the purpose. So that will not help me. So that's why subscribing, not subscribing, your choice, but do share it with other people so that it reaches as many as possible. Let's see what is the message for you guys. Message for viewers. It's angels. What is it that viewers need to know? Okay, this is Green Witch Tarot. These are very beautiful cards. Like I'm just in love with these cards. Okay, so I got the cards. Beautiful. So there is 4 of Wands, and there is Knight of Anthems, Knight of Swords, and this basically means that there is definitely a celebration coming in your life. There is some positive message, some positive growth, some positive news that's coming in your life. Because if you see, this person has a lot of fruits, and that person is kind of giving some juice to the other female. And if we take it, this is basically a card of celebration. This is a card of marriage or engagement or finding somebody. But in general also, this is a card of finding your growth. This is the card of finding growth, finding fruits, finding things being fruitful, and hidden treasures, like some hidden flowers are here, right? And so basically, because there is King of Anthems, like the Knight of Swords, there is a news that is coming your way. There's a badger here. There's a news that is coming your way, and that news is going to bring some kind of celebration, some kind of positivity, some kind of a good beginning, or at least like an engagement. So even if it's like a marriage engagement, or even if it's like an engagement where you get to know about the initial part of something, or where you get to your contract, to your work, but the work has not started. So the initial part where you kind of see the thing for the first time, where you see the person for the first time, where you connect with the person for the first time. So that's like love at first sight, right? So some good news that that helps you, and it's coming very, very fast your way. So that's what the message is, and I hope this helps you. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.